Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review. Well, the finale of season 1, because after this, they confirm of season 2, which I'm looking forward to, of Go Loser Ranger. So it's not a finale. It's not a series finale, but it is kind of season 1 though. But I'm not putting it as finale though. Just regular review. So, but episode 12 of Go Loser Ranger, and I'm like. After watching this, I'm like, man, it was probably I would say probably the saddest thing in this series so far, because jumping right into it, because at the end, the last one, D challenges Blue Keeper, right? He challenges him. He wants to defeat him, right? So he fights him, of course, because it's explained that his divine artifact is also the power of a god, so he's wondering how he's gonna beat that. And his lightsaber, you can say the burster gun, whatever, runs out of power. So he was going to just fight with his himself, making his arm turn like into a sword or spear, and and then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, Blue Keeper gets shot through the neck. Like a laser beam just goes right this way and shoots it right through his neck. And then he falls into D's spear hand. And it turns out that another thing of Patrolla is still alive along with XX. And I was like, damn, you know what? Because the thing is, I was liking Blue Keeper. Like I said, he's a guy I can sympathize with, because now, like last episode, we got his backstory, and even before that, the Holloway was his understanding when he was torturing XX. I was kind of like understanding for where I was understanding from his point of view, and then watching his backstory from the last episode. What, he's overall not a bad guy. He was not a bad guy at all to begin with. Yeah, he was mixed up he was in a gang. He led a gang. But he got screwed over by a god. A boss monster, right, though, but I totally understand from his point of view, and you know what? Blue Keeper was not overall a bad guy, unlike what Red Keeper was. So I was totally sympathized with him. And the fact that, which I kind of knew that he was going to die in the last episode of season 1. I didn't want that to happen, though, but you know what? It just makes it an emotional scene when Blue Keeper finally does. And I'm like, damn, After we saw it in his flashback how he became Blue Ranger, and then he dies in D's arms, It was a sad, to me probably the saddest death overall in this series, so far of season 1 though. I don't know how season 2 will progress though, but Blue Keeper's death was probably the saddest moment in this series so far. And D, was, well, because he wanted to defeat him on his own terms, all by himself, right, without anybody helping him, right. And plus, with D, he's also his character has been developed throughout this whole entire series, because he's been conflicted with his feelings, because whether be loyalty, wanting to rule the world, and of course helping the humans out, right. Earning his trust, disguised as Hibiki, though, but his feelings have been very conflicted as well, and his character, his growth, has progressed throughout this whole series. And the fact that also that Patrolla, and also with XX, for some reason, she eats Patrolla. She eats him. I don't know if she eats him, and then he's still alive inside though, but X says, yeah, I'm sorry, but this is the way I'm supposed to live, right? And also we also get a flashback to how 13 years ago when their fortress first came down, and how D and the other foot soldiers or the dusters were created, right? He's saying, who are we, whatever, and the boss monster say, hey, telling to another boss monster, say, hey, these will be good shields and good workers, right? So until then, afterwards, when the boss monsters were supposedly dead, the Rangers wanted to have an alliance, to coexist together. You know, basically like a WWE. You know, they play, you guys play, lose. You know, because the heroes wanted to win, right? So, and then we do see XX how she originally was when along with the other fighters. You know, she still had the long hair. Yeah, that's probably the only one how she stands out as from the rest of them. But even though I think also XX feelings are conflicted as well, because the thing is though she the boss monsters, if she wants to remain loyal to them, you know, even despite with the feelings with the confliction with D, you know, she still feels like she has to still remain loyal to the boss monsters, and that's her way of life, you know, to serve them. And with D, you know, just like. And also the thing is, I forgot that later we've revealed that Rimuru is still alive despite being shot right through by Patroller, right? He's still alive enough because they got him to a medic right away, so he's still alive, even despite having a gaping hole right through him, though. But at least he's still alive, okay? Because even though when I first saw it, like, okay, there's no way he can survive that, right? And then later, like a couple episodes ago, thinking, okay, maybe he's alive though. Okay, but now they confirmed that he is still alive though. But he's in the hospital bed right now, so okay. Because there was because the other cadets were suspected because there was another Dust that was disguised as him. You know, they assumed he was probably dead though, but he's still alive. And then afterwards, of course, Shuzukri, you know, dealing with the crazy black-eyed yellow. Ranger first junior rank, right? Her plan is like she's very happy how the ways are going, right? Because she's just casually eating pancakes, you know, like feeling very pleased with herself how the way things are going right now, you know. And even with Joker face, you know, the one who had the Joker makeup, when now his face is bandaged up, but still, I was like, how can you be so calm in all this, you know? In the fact that she knew that she had the divine artifact and he has it, so like, okay. But she's just really doing like some behind the scenes, you know, like that, you know, just very calm eating pancakes, just with a smile how way things are going for her, right? I'm like, she is one shady character, you know. And then with Red Keeper, because there was one of the red cadets like that was like ratting him out from another organization. He comes in, and he beats him to death with it. You see the blood going on in the dumpster, and of course he just walks in with the other Dragon Keepers with their first ranks, right? Just walking in with blood over the floor like he did the last one. How he smashed that one against the wall, blood all over him. Same thing here. He just walks in with blood, tracking blood onto the floor. You know, I'm like, this guy is just like. This guy is probably is crazy too though, but in a way he wants to anyone else ruining what they built up to though, right? I mean, we don't know Pink Ranger. She's crazy, but she's crazy with brother issues, right? So overly obsessed, lovey-dovey with her own younger brother, that she's crazy in that way. We don't know much of the stories of with Yellow and Green Ranger yet, so we don't know about their backstories yet. Maybe we will in the second season, though. But the other one who was quite overall was like sane out of all of them was Blue Keeper, you know, because he's one who was actually more of the good guy of the group and sympathized with, you know. And that was just a shame, you know. And then afterwards, And then D, you know, says, you know, he leaves off, he's 4 down, 1 down, 4 more to go, you know. And then afterwards we see, just as the credits are going, before the credits go, it's like we see a trashy abandoned type of area, and we see the real Hibiki, because I can tell because he's wearing a coat and he's even though he's sitting down, I can see that there's no right hand, so. Yeah, so that's the real Hibiki. But when they revealed his face, what the hell was with his face? You know, I'm like, what? First, also, it was. It's not like it was chicken pox, or his face kind of was getting like little like like reptile scales on his face. I'm like, what the hell happened with his face? Well, man, it kind of makes sense because we don't know what happened to him ever since Dee left him in the forest right after he cut off his own hands. So we haven't seen him since. So I'm like we have to understand what happened to him during the gap between when Dee left, disguised as him, and after when he was still in the wandering around the forest. So hopefully we'll get an explanation there. But I'm like, oh, what happened to his face? You know, when I first saw that, I'm like, damn. But yeah, episode 12. It was once again, it was a great episode. Loved it. 10 out of 10 once again. Like this show has been 10 out of 10. You know, season 1. I give 2 thumbs up for, you know, because especially all the twists and turns the show was giving, you know, like, I'm like, what's with all these twists, you know, coming out of nowhere, you know? So with the real Hibiki, what happened to his face? D, you know, saying that, you know, he has 4 more keepers to go, right? XX eating Patrolla, or I guess he's in her still. He's in her, I guess, but I know there's gonna be a time when her and Dee are gonna fight each other. I probably will guess on that though. Rimuru is still alive after being shot a hole through him though, but he's still alive. Shizukuri still being a shady woman. Just acting all calm, cool, and collected, just casually eating pancakes. Plan is starting to fall into place because she wants to tear down this whole entire organization still. And sadly, you know, to rest in peace to the Blue Keeper, you know, because he was like, of all of them, he was like the only genuine good guy on the Rangers team, right? Like I said, we haven't yet know the backstory between the Green Ranger and the Yellow Ranger yet, though. But it's always like, you know, it was a sad. But this is probably the saddest moment in this series so far is Blue Keeper's death, easily. I'm like, I kind of knew it though, but I'm like, damn, you know, it's so sad. It's sad at the same time, you know. Rest in peace to the Blue Keeper, you know. I mean, he was overall, though, everyone, he was like the real good guy, you know. So, anyway, but season 1 of Gogolu's Ranger, episode 12, the finale of season 1, and which I'm looking forward to season 2, which is coming out next year, which I thought was gonna be a split core, right? Which is like the second half was coming in the fall, but it's coming out next year. I'll look forward to it. Time goes by very fast, so it'll be here before you know it. I mean, we're getting some pretty good second seasons so far. I mean, Soul Leveling is getting a second season. I know that. Even Chain Soldier is getting a second season. This is getting a second season. Kaiju number 8. So some of these good series I've been watching are getting a follow up. So sad to say, like the only ones that I enjoyed this year is not getting a second season because the way it ends, because it's like an original anime, right? And that's Train to the End of the World. Which I understand though, because although I kind of like to see more because I love that show a lot though. But the way it ends, I'm perfectly fine with, because it's like I said, it's more of an original anime more. So I'm fine how the way it ended though. But part of me is like, oh, I would love to see more, you know. But other than that, though, the rest of the stuff I like watch this year are getting second seasons, so it's nice. But anyway, season 1, episode 12 of Gogolu's Ranger. Loved it, you know. Can't wait to see more of Dee's plan is gonna go, and more of the others. And rest in peace to the Blue Keeper, you know. Rest in peace to him. He was like really good guy, you know. From his story, you can sympathize to see how he really is a good guy. Out of all of them, and he was to me, was one of the best characters of the series. You know, one of the best. You know, I will say that. You know, one of the best characters of the series. But I can't count D out though, because his character growth have really progressed throughout this whole entire series too. So I gotta give that too as well to D. But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and Probably now now with the new ones I'm reviewing is Suicide Squad Isekai. Then whatever any new ones that's coming out, I choose to review. So fresh start, a new fresh start, you know. And we still got more stuff to do. So, but more to come, and we'll see you next time. Later.